It is. It is. Here's the geezer. Right. So, she's alive. I've put in an RX 550 power supply from Corsair, replacing my HX 1000, which has gone kaputski. So what I've done since speaking to you is, well, the first troubleshooting step was I just tried different kettle leads, 3 different kettle leads, fine. Even the original kettle lead in the other power supply was fine. Luckily, I have a selection of PCs, so I was able to try the kettle leads, no problem. Conversely, I've also then tried the RX 550X in there, and it's fine. It's on. My machine is on. It's working. I could also try the HX 1000 in another machine. I did. I put this into my socket 775 Xeon machine. Didn't turn on. Just nothing. So I think the power supply is gone. I have now since been able to create an RMA request with Corsair. The only complexity I think I've got is that we moved house since I built this machine. So it was built in November 2019. They have a 10-year warranty on these, apparently. So I'm well within my warranty period, and I've given them the invoice for it. But that invoice is at the old address, not this address. So we'll see how Corsair handle that for me. Now, that then brings me to, why did I happen to have a Corsair RX 550 hanging around spare? It's another Ryzen motherboard, and it's got a broken box. So this made this a bit of a bargain on eBay, if it works. Of course, right now, I can't tell you if it works. It does look brand new. It does look like it hasn't been touched. It doesn't look like it's been out of the box by the look of it. It may have. Never say never and all that, but there's absolutely zero dust on it and no sign of anything wrong with it. So what I was going to do was, this was going to become a lower powered machine, and what I was looking for was an Athlon 3000 or an Athlon 200 GE, and that would then sit up there and retire the 2 higher powered machines that I have up there. What I've actually gone for is a Ryzen 3 3100, because that's all I could get for cheap on eBay. That's yet to arrive. I'll show you that when I get it. But now I don't have a power supply. So I have, if I actually show you, I have my server, my long rack mounted server, and my custody pan. Don't worry about them. The server isn't generally on at the moment. It's going to be down in the conservatory at some point, and now I can actually sort it out. It will be sorted out. But then I have the dusty right-hand machine there. My right. That is actually the machine I connect work on. So that machine is left alone. It's completely isolated from my LAN, and it's just the only thing I connect with that, and that connects off to work. This other machine is the socket 775 Xeon. Very power inefficient for me. It's the machine, the wall mounted PC reboxed. I didn't have a wall to mount it on in here. There isn't actually space. I didn't want to ruin this wall at the moment, but I would probably will at some point, and I still have the wall mounted equipment in the loft. So yeah, power was going to be the thing, but then I needed cores perhaps, and what I need is a single always on decent machine, and I need then to be able to power the machines on or off. And what I've decided to go with in the longer run is a Raspberry Pi, and I'm going to write a web interface for it, and it's going to send out LAN magic packets to power on the various different machines. That's what I'm hoping to do. I also perhaps are going to make that Ryzen machine I've got there with a nice big fat 4 terabyte drive and plenty of RAM. I'm going to make it a Pixie server, and I'm going to perhaps boot the server off Pixie. I'm going to try with some virtual machines that boot Pixie. But for that, I need to change my name server. My DNS server is currently on my router, which is fine. It's a Linksys ACS 1900 fancy machine. But the DNS isn't fantastic on it. I don't think it's going to handle Pixie boot. I may be wrong on that one. I've simply not looked. It's just an idea. Right now, though, I am surrounded by bits and pieces and pieces and bits. And so I wish Well, I wish Corsair to get back to me as soon as possible. In the meantime, this machine wakes back up. I'm not going to stress test it very much. What? I've had an email. Oh, okay. Don't worry about that. Yeah, so that's just Corsair customer support have literally just got back to me. It distracted me. Was their name. So usually representative will respond to a ticket in 2 to 3 business days, if not sooner. However, the volumes increased during COVID. Occasionally those delays, we apologize in advance. Below is what you may do to it. So the troubleshooting stuff I've been through, I mean, trying a whole other PSU and proving it's wrong and then taking the broken PSU to a whole other machine kind of it solidly proves the problem. So yeah, we'll be fine. But yeah, we'll get there. So the Ryzen 3 3100 is the other chip I've bought. I actually don't know anything about the Ryzen 3 3200. 31, sorry. Desktop processor, Ryzen 3 3200. So it's a Zen 2 architecture. 3rd gen processor. So it's the same as this one, really. This is a Ryzen 5 3600. So 4-core, 8 threads. It is unlocked, etc., etc., etc. 35-watt TDP. And suppose it's going to come with the cooler, which will be good. Right, guys. Frustration and trauma averted for a minute. I shall love you and leave you with these 2 little brief live streams of PSU hell.